Good morning, children. As you all can see on the board, today we all are going to learn how to check divisibility of any particular number by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Children, by seeing all these numbers, you may think that it is very difficult. Rather, it is very easy and we are going to learn this divisibility just in a fun way. So children, let's start. First, we will check the divisibility of any number by 2. Children, it is very simple to check whether any number is divisible by 2 or not. We just have to see the number at ones place. If the number at ones place is 0 or it is an even number, then in that case, that number will surely be divisible by 2. Let's check this with the help of some examples. Now children, you all can see here the number at ones place. This and this. The number at ones place you have to see. If the numbers at ones place are even, like here it is 2, 4, 6, here it is 8. And here it is 0. So all these numbers are divisible by 2 because they all have either even number at ones place, like here you can see 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0 at ones place. So if any number is having even number or 0 at ones place, then that number will surely be divisible by 2. Let's check this by dividing the number by 2. Here I'll take a number, suppose 34. So let's divide this number 34 and check actually it is divisible by 2 or not. So now we will check whether the number 34 and 70 are actually divisible by 2 or not. So let's divide them and check. 34, 2. So 2 ones are 2, then the remainder will be here 1, and then this 4 will come down 4, 2 sevens are 14. So here as we can see we have got the remainder 0. So in that case this 34 is completely divisible by 2. The same thing we'll check over here also. Also we have got 0. So we can see that 34 and 70 are completely divisible by 2. So here we understand that if any number has got even number at ones place or 0 at ones place, so that number will be definitely divisible by 2. Now let's check the divisibility by 3. So if we want any number to be divisible by 3, then in that case we just have to check if the sum of all the digits in the given number is divisible by 3 or not. If the sum of all the digits in that particular number will be divisible by 3, then the number will also be divisible by 3. Let's check this with the help of an example. Take the number 48. Now let us add all the digits in this number. So it has got 4 and 8. So 4 plus 8, which is equal to 12. We all know that 3 fourths are 12. It has got 0 in the remainder. So as 12 is completely divisible by 3, so this number 48 is also completely divisible by 3. Let us understand this with the help of one more example. Let us take the number 234. Let's add all the digits in this number. 2 plus 3 plus 4. By adding all these numbers, what we will get? 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. And we all know that 9 is also divisible by 3. 3 threes are 9. So as 9 is completely divisible by 3, so this number 234 is also divisible by 3. Let's understand the divisibility by 4. Now children, if we want to check whether any number is divisible by 4 or not, then in that case we have to check the last two digits. The number which is formed by the last two digits of the given number, if that number is divisible by 4, then the entire number will also be divisible by 4. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Let's take the number 128. Now here, the number which is formed by the last two digits, I mean ones and tens, that is 28. 28 comes in the table of 4. 4 sevens are 28. So here we can see that 28 is completely divisible by 4. It means this entire number is also divisible by 4. Let's understand this with the help of one more example. 320. Now here the number which is formed by the last two digits, that is ones and tens, that is 20. 4 fives are 20. So as 20 is divisible by 4, so 320 is also divisible by 4. So this is very simple. You just have to see the last two digits of any given number. If the number which is formed by the last two digits is divisible by 4, then the entire number will also be divisible by 4. Howsoever big number it is, you just have to see last two digits. It means ones and tens digit. That's it. Now let us move on to 5. So children, to check if any number is divisible by 5 or not, we just have to see the digit at ones place. If the digit at ones place is either 0 or 5, then that number will surely be divisible by 5. Let's take an example, a random number 20485. Now children, as you can see here, the digit at ones place is 5. So this number will be divisible by 5. Let's take one more example, 402890. Now this number has got 0 at ones place. So this number is also divisible by 5. So just you have to see the digit at ones place. If the digit at ones place is either 5 or 0, then that number will be divisible by 5. It's so simple. You just don't have to memorize anything. You don't have to do any kind of division to check whether this number is divisible by 5 or not. Just see, this is 5, this is 0. Okay, this is divisible by 5. That's it. Let's move on to divisibility by 6. Now to check whether any particular number is divisible by 6 or not. It is very simple. You just have to see whether that number is divisible by 2 and 3 or not. If that number is divisible by 2 as well as 3, then that number will definitely be divisible by 6 as well. And we know that to check the divisibility by 2, we just have to see the number, or you can see the digit at the ones place. If that digit is either 0 or any other even number, then in that case that number will be divisible by 2. And to check the divisibility by 3, we just have to add all the digits in that particular number, and if after adding all the digits the number is still divisible by 3, then entire number will also be divisible by 3. Let's check this with the help of an example. Let's take any number 48. Now here we will check by 2 and here we will check by 3. Now 48. 8 is an even number. So if the number has got even number at ones place or 0, then it is surely divisible by 2. So this number 48 is divisible by 2. So this is checked. Let's check for 3. So to check whether the number is divisible by 3, we just have to add all the digits. So we will add 4 and 8, and here we get 12. And we know that 3 4s are 12. 3 fours are 12. So as 12 is completely divisible by 3, so 48 is also divisible by 3. So the number 48 is also divisible by 6. So in this way, any number is given to you. You just have to check whether that number is divisible by 2 and it is divisible by 3 as well. If it is divisible by both the numbers, then that number will surely be divisible by 6. Now children, to check whether any number is divisible by 7 or not, you have to remember this particular thing. The number excluding the ones place digit minus 2 into ones place digit. If the number which comes after solving this is divisible by 7, then that entire number will also be divisible by 7. Let's understand this with the help of an example. 203. So first we will take the number which is excluding the ones place digit. So this is 20 minus 2 into ones place digit. So that is 3. After solving this, we will get 20 minus 6. 20 minus 6 is 14 and 14 is completely divisible by 7. So as this number, by using this formula, we get 14 and this 14 is divisible by 7. So this number is also divisible by 7. Let's understand this with the help of one more example. Let's take the number 623. Now here also ones place digit is 3. So excluding this, we will get 62 minus 2 into ones place digit is 3. Here we will get 62 minus 6, which is 56, and 56 is also divisible by 7. So as 56 is divisible by 7, so this number is also divisible by 7. You just have to remember this formula. And the formula is the number excluding the ones place digit, that is ones place digit you have to remove, and whatever number you get, that number you have to write here minus 2 into the number or the digit which is there at ones place. If after solving this whatever number you get that is divisible by 7, then that entire number will also be divisible by 7. Let's move on to divisibility by 8. Children, divisibility by 8 is also very simple. If any number, you have got any number, you just have to check the last 3 digits. If the number at ones, tens and 100, these 3 digits, the number which is formed by these 3 digits is divisible by 8, then the given number will also be divisible by 8. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Now children, here we have taken 2 examples. 2056 and 4584. Now here we will check whether these 2 numbers are divisible by 8 or not. So to check the divisibility by 8, we have to see the last 3 digits. So here the last 3 digits are 0, 5 and 6. So the number formed by last 3 digit is 56, and here the last 3 digits are 584. 584. So we have to check whether 56 and 584 are divisible by 8 or not. If these 2 are divisible by 8, then these 2 number will also be divisible by 8. And we know that 8 sevens are 56. 8 sevens are 56. So this 56 is completely divisible by 8. So in that case 2056 is also divisible by 8. Now let's check the same thing for 584. 584. 5 sevens are 56. Here after subtracting we will get 2. This 4 will come down. 8 threes are 24. So here also we have got 0 in the remainder. So as 584 is completely divisible by 8, so that is why 4584 is also completely divisible by 8. So howsoever big number you have got, you just have to see the last 3 digit numbers. If the number formed by last 3 digits is divisible by 8, then the entire number will be divisible by 8. So you just have to check last 3 digit numbers. Simple? It's very easy. Let's move on to divisibility by 9. Now children, the divisibility by 9 is very simple, just similar to number 3. For checking the divisibility by number 3, we had to see whether the sum of all the digits of the given number is divisible by 3 or not. The same concept is here also. If the sum of the digits of the given number is divisible by 9, if it is divisible by 9, then that entire number will be divisible by 9. So you just have to add all the digits, see what is the sum. If the sum is divisible by 9, then that number will also be divisible by 9. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Now we will take an example. Suppose the number is 126. Now we have to add all the digits of this number and we have to see whether the sum is divisible by 9 or not. So let's add 1 plus 2 plus 6. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 6, 9. Now 9 is definitely divisible by 9. 9 ones are 9. So as you can see, the sum of all the digits of this particular number is coming out to be 9, and this 9 is divisible by 9. So that is why this number is also divisible by 9. Let's take one more example. 459. Let's add all the digits and find out the sum. 4 plus 5 plus 9, which is equal to 4 plus 5, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. Now 18. 9 twos are 18. Now here again you can see the sum of all the digits is coming out to be 18, and this 18 is divisible by 9. So this number 459 is also divisible by 9. So simple. Sum of all the digits, whether it is divisible by 9 or not, and by that method you will find out whether that number is also divisible by 9 or not. So it is so simple. Let's move on to divisibility by 10. For checking whether any number is divisible by 10 or not, you just have to check the last digit, or you can say the digit at one's place. If that digit is 0, then that number will definitely be divisible by 10. So let's check this with the help of an example. Suppose we have got a number 240. So here the digit at one's place is 0. So this number will definitely be divisible by 10. Let's check this. Let's divide this actually by 10 and see whether this number is divisible by 10 or not. 10 twos are 20. Then this 4 will come down, the 0 will come down. 10 fours are 40. This is 0. So you can see this number 240 is divisible by 10. So without doing this, you just have to see the digit at one's place. This is one's place, this is tens place, this is hundreds place. So if the digit at one's place is 0, then it will be definitely divisible by 10. If there is any number 3, 4, 3. Now this number has not got 0 at one's place. So this will not be divisible by 10. So simple rule. Digit at one's place has to be 0. If one's place digit is 0, then only that number will be divisible by 10. Let's move on to the last one, which is the divisibility by 11. Now any number if it has to be divisible by 11, then the condition is the sum of digits at odd place minus sum of digits at even place. After subtracting them, we should either get 0 or 11. If we get 0 or 11, then only that number will be divisible by 11. Let's understand this with the help of an example. 605. This is the number. Now, the sum of digits at odd places. Odd places means this first place and third place. And then minus sum of the digits which is at even place. So, this is the second place. So, let's add this. So, odd place is 5 and 6. So, we will add 6 plus 5 minus. So, here there is only one digit at even place, that is 0. So, minus 0. 6 plus 5 is 11 minus 0 is equal to 11. And as 11 is divisible by 11, so this number 605 is divisible by 11. Let's take one more example. 253. Again, sum of the digits at odd places. First we have to add odd places. So 2 plus 3 minus sum of the digits at even places. So even place is 5. Here we will write 5. 2 plus 3, 5 minus 5, which is equal to 0. So as here we have got 0. So if we get 0 or 11, okay, then that number will be divisible by 11. If suppose we get 12, 13 or some other number instead of 11 or 0, then in that case that number will not be divisible by 11. The condition is the sum of the digits at odd places minus sum of the digits at even places. After solving it, we should either get 11 or 0. If we get 11 or 0, then that number is divisible by 11. So in this way, today we understood the divisibility rules for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Let's recapitulate again. To check any number to be divisible by 2, you just have to see the digit at one's place. If the digit at one's place is 0 or even number, then that number will be divisible by 2. The sum of all the digits for number 3. If the sum of all the digits of the number is divisible by 3, then that number will also be divisible by 3. If the number formed by the last two digits of the number, that number is divisible by 4, then that entire number will be divisible by 4. Next is divisibility by 5. If the number has got 0 or 5 at one's place, then that number will be divisible by 5. To check the divisibility by 6, the number should be divisible by 2 and 3 both. Then only that number will be divisible by 6. So to check the divisibility by 6, we have to check whether that number is divisible by 2 or not, and whether that number is divisible by 3 also or not. If it is divisible by both 2 and 3, then only it will be divisible by 6. To check if the number is divisible by 7 or not, the condition was the number which is formed excluding the last digit minus 2 into the last digit. That number should be divisible by 7. And here the last digit is the digit at one's place. So last digit means the digit at one's place. Next is divisibility by 8. It is also very simple. Just we have to check the last 3 digits. If the number formed by these 3 digits is divisible by 8, then that number will also be divisible by 8. Next is number 9. And the divisibility rule for number 9 is just similar to number 3. The sum of all the digits should be divisible by 9. Then that number will also be divisible by 9. For divisibility by 10, it's very simple. The digit at one's place has to be 0. If it is 0, then only that number will be divisible by 10. Last is divisibility by 11. It is very simple. Sum of digits at odd places minus sum of digits at even places that you have to subtract. After subtracting, you should either get 0 or 11. If you get some other number, then it means that number is not divisible by 11. It has to come 0 or 11. So children, in this way, today we understood the divisibility rule. I hope you all understood the concept. And if you want me to make a video on any particular topic, please write the same in the comment section. I'll try to upload the same as soon as possible. If you found this video helpful, do give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Share these videos with your friends and teachers as well. Let's meet in the next class. All the best, children.